Sup you armadillos, yep, I'm back with another YouTube video, and today's topic is my gaming history. Basically it's the last 5 years of my life, and it's actually, yeah, a couple of months just past 5 years since I started online gaming. So I thought it'd be pretty interesting to talk about, so let's get it started. It was 2009 when I started. It was March, actually I can remember the month. I got my first Xbox 360, and the reason behind that was my best mate actually at the time, unfortunately passed away in a motorcycle accident, and that resulted in me being too scared to ride again. So I ended up selling my bike and bought an Xbox, and that got me started on online gaming. I do ride now, but I was only 14 at the time, so obviously things like that affect you pretty bad. So yeah, I got the Xbox, got online because friends from school played Halo, COD, anything like that, anything with them. And then I played that, just normal online, I guess you could call it normal, until I signed up for Cybergamer in September 2009. Signed up because a friend got picked up by a team on World at War through like pub, and then he recommended me signing up, and I actually joined their team as a sub at the time. So that was the end of World at War. Modern Warfare 2 came out. I at the time had a flashed Xbox, and a lot of people probably know that's when it was pretty much actually the day Modern Warfare 2 came out, was when they went through and console banned anyone with a flashed Xbox. So I unfortunately didn't get to play the first 3 or 4 months of Modern Warfare 2. That game, yeah, I actually didn't get a new Xbox. I actually traded my cousin, so second-hand Xbox. A few months after I got banned, they were younger, so they didn't need the online capabilities. Gave them all my copied games, had like 50 or 60 games. Pretty much did a straight swap with them because, I wanted the online capability, and that was the cheapest and easiest way for me to do that. So I came back to the competitive. I didn't actually team. Oh, actually, yeah, I did. Competitive with friends from school. We teamed together probably for 4 or 5 months, playing just every ladder, TDM. I think they had TDM, CTF, Search and Destroy. They even had a Fours ladder. We played that. Yeah, that was basically it. The next 5 months. That probably led us up to about June, July-ish. I then joined a team called Magic, which was captained by Cal's V, Caleb Wong, for anyone that knows him or teamed with him. We ended up making top 16 CGO, 5v5 Search and Destroy, by getting a run of forfeits. So, top 16, baby. I don't care, I did it. I was top 16 in Modern Warfare 2, and then it came about a month before Modern Warfare 2 finished up, so Black Ops 1 was coming out, and then that team actually ended, so I started trialing as a free agent for other teams. And I trialed for a team called Pandemic, which is the name of the team I'm in now, and that was captained by Bonsley, Tommy. We actually had a massive fight during Modern Warfare 2 before I trialed. He obviously forgot about it. I let him know a few months after we teamed together. And yeah, so it had Bonsley, Roids, which is not the Roid that plays now, he's from Townsville, Rascals, who's in my team now, Dancify, Kransky, Troy WA, and then we had a heap of, people coming and going as subs. That was a beast of a team. We ended up getting picked for CGM Season 1, but unfortunately the team broke up due to Bonsley going to boarding school. So that was basically the end of that. But it was a beast of a team. probably had a pretty decent chance of actually winning CGM on that game. That was that, and then I ended up teaming with a bunch of blokes from WA. Don't actually remember the team name, but it was Alan, which is Outlaws, Bowser, Infamous, and Furion. They all went to school together. We're all friends with each other and stuff. You know, good bunch of blokes. I miss playing with them. I think we teamed together for 3 or 4 months, and then that was basically all Black Ops. That was the rest of Black Ops. And then came Modern Warfare 3. Never really had a permanent team, except I always teamed with my mate Curtis Mantic, who's from Melbourne. The Pommy Bastard. Yeah, so we teamed together, and this was actually the game I ended up going to my first LAN. ACL Sydney, which was April, I believe. So this is 2012. I teamed with, let me think, Undead Slasher, which later became Sturlos. Everyone knows him. Slays V, I believe his name was, and Paranoia, I think, or someone like that. Started with a P. He was from Sydney. Was meant to be a fourth, but he ended up being a no-show on the weekend. So we ended up getting Colonel Don, and the ACL staff were kind enough to loan him a setup. So you know, we played that. Ended up placing 9th out of like 11 teams, something like that. But yeah, so we only went into that. We went into that LAN with like a week prep. Organised the team a week before. It was pretty interesting. And then, so I didn't really have a team there. I always just played 8s between LANs and stuff. So the next LAN was ACL Melbourne. This was actually the first time I'd ever been on a plane. So I hit that up with Naked and Zeke. Longest plane ride of my life. Well, not really the plane ride, but the longest trip. Like, it ended up taking us 8 hours to fly from Sydney to Melbourne because of just delays, and me and Cody had to get the train down and stuff, so it probably would have been quicker to drive. And I also lost my swag on the plane. Wasn't happy about that. But I teamed at that event with Mantic, as I mentioned before, Durston and Janzi. We came 7th, I think, at that event. We actually got smashed by Mauseum and Packer playing half a controller each. That was fucked. But that was that event. Next event was actually a week later. I teamed with Vokadu, which is my mate from school, and Addo and Marco, the brothers. We placed equal 5th at that LAN with Bernie and Finks' team. I forget who the other two were for that lineup. And that was a pretty interesting event. Pretty late event on the Sunday, of course. For anyone that was there, they'll remember that. Internet Cafe to finish it. And then the final event for Modern Warfare 3 was ACL Finals, which was in Sydney at the EB Expo. I went as a spectator for that event. Managed to get my way in, saying I was playing to the people that were running the ticket booth type thing. So that was pretty cool. And then next game was Black Ops 2. Unfortunately, I only played the last month and a half, 2 months of that game. I started a new apprenticeship in January of that year, so 2013. I went to one event, which was ACL Sydney in October, I think it was. I teamed with Finksy, Vanish, and Resticide. Came like 13th or something. We forfeited after pool play because we were just kind of over it. We went to that event with like a week, 2 weeks prep, and that was basically that for Black Ops 2. I didn't really play the start of this game either, Ghosts. I didn't really start playing till COD Champs were announced, and of course I'm 19, so I was old enough to play these qualifiers. Played the online qualifier and the LAN, Melbourne qualifier LAN with the same team. That was Birtle, Bucks, and ASAP. Unfortunately, we missed out on qualifying for Sydney by 1 place at the LAN. Came like 16th online, so missed out by a fair bit. But we actually did, because of playing the LAN and the online, we did end up with more pro points than Envy, who did qualify. They only qualified through online, so that was pretty interesting. But that's basically it for this game, and up till now, that's pretty much it as well. But I've had a couple of teams on this game already actually. I was in Fame, previously Fortitude, which I started. We had Bundo, Fitzy, and Pulse. That team, I dropped myself from that team, and then Bundo took over. So it's him and Fitzy now, along with another couple of the blokes. And so I started another team, which is now my current team, which is myself, Darmsy, Tanky, and Rascals. Rascals, which was in the Black Ops 1 team, so it's good to be playing with him again. Yeah, so we'll be heading to ACL Brisbane in just a couple of weeks, so hope to see us all there. Hopefully give some of you the whack. We wouldn't mind a top 8 finish, I guess. We'll probably get top 15 because we're the same as Mega. Yeah, but that's basically my gaming history up to date. I know it's a bit of a rant. This video is longer than probably what most people want to watch, but get over it. Yeah, so that's about it from me, guys. I'm your boy Kovac, sexiest guy in OzCOD, and I'll see you next time.